Hi, my name is Jake Bilsma, and all of you guys up there know exactly who I am. I came to talk to all y'all here, the concerned members of the community. They all know who I am because these guys all work together to hide my triple attempted murder and stabbing by one of your local cronies. This is where I still have to bump into the guy at the grocery store, and he flat out admits to stabbing me. So how'd you get off for stabbing me?
Well, I'm not off. I actually...
Yeah, you got off with murder, pulling your pistol on me.
Well, I'm sorry.
So you're... The guy pled out to ARD and disorderly conduct, which is illegal to give ARD, which is advanced rehabilitative disposition, to a violent offender. And he's a repeat violent firearms offender. He got a firearms charge that he pled down to immediately 13 months before this. It's 16 ways illegal. Your victim's witness office illegally granted it to him. Your district attorney illegally offered it to him. It was a criminal conspiracy by the judge to grant it to him. And again, another actor, Savannah Loader, who's still with your victim's witness office, denied me restitution, which is mandated by ARD. This is how many instances, just in this one clip, that this town broke the law to hide an aggressive repeat violent firearms offender in your town. And everybody knows about this. They know the illegalities about it. They know that it wasn't supposed to happen. Everyone's turned a blind eye. And this is what is going on in your town. Every single one of these people could have addressed this at one level, but they have not.
I think we've already covered this subject.
This is red-in-the-face Randy File, one of our county commissioners. These guys are in charge of the common courts. It's Commonwealth law. They are there to regulate the common courts. And the common courts broke the law. Well, I don't know. Here's the police criminal report where a violent offender stabbed me, chased me down, and the state police lost 2 CCTVs of it, and then they didn't charge him with stabbing me with attempted murder. And here's Judge Thomas Campbell.
It's already been discussed.
No, it hasn't. All 3 of these guys knew about the illegal sentence before it happened, so they had the ability to stop it before it happened, and they didn't, which now makes them complicit.
Are you filming me right now?
Yeah,
Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I know it is. Have a good one.
Hey, have a good one.
Thanks for your support.
Talk to the judge, bro.
That's County Commissioner Marty Qualley. By Commonwealth law, he's in charge of the common courts. And here he is enacting an expert portrayal on how small town corruption happens. Yeah, thanks for your support.
No problem. Thanks for your service, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for allowing your county to stab me after return. I've been forced to come up here in public and present my case to y'all because I'm banned off of Facebook. I've been investigating these guys. A well-oiled machine that is capable of hiding an out-of-town veteran's attempted murder. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the way this courthouse got away with it. It's because I'm dual resident. I'm from out of town. And it's a local crony, repeat violent firearms offender that did the stabbing. That's what's enabled it. And if I sound like a foil-hatted veteran, because I got one on, because I am Gettysburg's foil-hatted veteran, this is not the first time that this courthouse has done something like this, specifically to me. The governor's distant niece. If you look me up on the paper in town, there's some crazy things that are posted in the paper about me. It turns out they're all not true because all the charges, I got charged twice for the distant governor's niece not being able to handle getting broke up, getting dumped, and she broke over into my house over 4 days on video. When the cops get called, I can show them documented evidence of it all. So just go. All right, y'all watching day 4 of this politically connected crazy chick not being able to handle getting dumped, which later sparks a federal racketeering case. Go away. Go. You hear that? Recording is not going to help you at all. That's because she has inherited immunity from her longtime practicing attorney father, who's related to Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf.
Here is the weed you wanted, and the reason I came over.
Did you hear that? Here's the weed you wanted and the reason I came over. They threw me in jail twice over the same charges on it. Your district attorney. And that was to get me to plead out. It got thrown out twice because I had video. She was never charged. this is exactly how the district attorney's office hid my triple attempted murder, because they didn't charge the guy for stabbing me. The title reads, gun, 2 knives pulled about fight at shopping cart at Walmart. Not veteran disarms repeat violent firearms offender, runs away, gets chased down with 2 knives in his hands and stabbed on video, and the guy gets to plead out to disorderly conduct in this courtroom. That's why I'm here. I'm not going away. And that drew the line. So I've bumped into these guys with cronies in town, and your district attorney is a criminal. He's continued to hide this. So what I did was I set out investigating the corruption that goes on in this county and the corruption that goes on in this town, and what are the motivations behind it. Because y'all can't hide, this county can't hide a triple attempted murder and stabbing in broad daylight and let the guy get off of it without it being a well-oiled machine. So I started a local group of people that are disaffected just like me, not allowed on Facebook, not allowed in town, not allowed to speak. And it turns out this is a well-oiled, corrupt judicial process up here in town. It turns out, funny enough, to lead all through it and link all these links, District Attorney Brian Sinnott had conducted a false bankruptcy after the housing crash. He wrote off over $70,000 in student debt, which you're not allowed to do. He was a 36-year-old practicing district attorney with no property in his name. He ran up $100,000 in credit card debt and wrote off $70,000 in student debt in a false bankruptcy. This is how this bankruptcy racket got him as a key member of your district attorney's office. And what happens is, because he's playing that gatekeeper role, anyone with any connections to that racket that's been accessed to it cannot go down and cannot get in trouble. Case in point, Glenn Kessler, the guy that stabbed me. He reported a false bankruptcy just along with him. This is the common thread. I'll hit y'all up with my cards on the way out so you can see my investigative processes. And this court hit me with 4 years in retaliatory charges and charged me with disorderly conduct for following this as press, which in this building is the same charge that the guy that stabbed me pled out for, is disorderly conduct. Yes. Thanks for y'all's help. I appreciate y'all. These guys all know who I am. I need help from the local people. Thank you.
All right, y'all, this is my 12-minute investigation video I did covering this racket. The Attorney General ended up prosecuting me for 4 years trying to cover this up, and I caught them destroying evidence, fabricating evidence, get them to withdraw those charges, and I write this entire racket up on the court record in written motion and submit it to the Attorney General in charge of prosecutions. Those court motions are linked below and on the investigation video. It fully details the racket, how it operates, and attaches all of the evidence as exhibits. They're completely linked below. Please share with your friends and peruse these articles.